So another gorgeous insight right after I have finished processing the mushrooms and processing the video about the mushrooms, which took quite a while for everything to come together. But now these clear thoughts, these insights just keep popping in, keep pouring in, all these understandings, me just in my mind's eye looking back at the process of what I just went through, and all of a sudden I'm understanding why this and why that, and it's absolutely it's an absolute ecstasy. To me, this is pure ecstasy, is when the understanding hits and you just go, wow, oh my God, I understand. And I don't know if you've read my previous posts, which sometimes my posts underneath the videos are a little bit more on the esoteric level, and the video that you see might be about something absolutely practical in this physical plane, but the post underneath is my observation on the mental level or on a spiritual level about the process that happened in the physical. So I highly recommend you pick into those. And this insight is particularly about my diet and food and how I'm being guided. So being guided, I have a post about that. It's about the Jat Din cave with our guide. If you read the post underneath it, you will understand what I'm talking about right now. I always say that I'm being fully guided, that I'm never alone. And sometimes when my body isn't very clear, I feel challenged to understand the guidance, or sometimes I just don't see it, and then I kind of feel left out. I don't understand what happened and how come how did I manage to get misaligned so that the world, the outside world, is not guiding me anymore. So in that quest for guidance, I've changed my life drastically, right? As I'm sure a lot of you know, but if you don't, I have decided to become as clear as I possibly can. And I quit drinking alcohol, coffee, smoking, everything that you can only imagine. I have that wasn't healthy for me, right? All the stimuli that wasn't healthy for me, that I felt was either damaging my body or my perception. I've quit all of that, including, which was one of the first things, including putting extensions into my hair, or covering my nails, or putting fake eyelashes, which I used to do and I used to love doing that. But as soon as this spiritual awakening, you know, it's so cliche, but I just don't know how else to call it. As soon as it hit, I realized that, oh my God, I'm going to need to clarify myself, because I'm getting all this guidance, but it is being distorted. And I knew right away that the distortion comes because my receptors, my hair, they're like antennas, my nails, they're like antennas, they're my everything, you know, all the little hairs on my body that are being, you know, either shaved or covered or burned, because I used to bleach my hair, that all of those receptors are now so broken, right? And so damaged that the world that I perceive is broken and damaged because my receptors are broken and damaged. That was one of the first messages that I received, that I need to rid of all of that, you know, that I need to strip off of all of the fake hair that doesn't belong to me, and fake nails. And I did, and I even cut my hair short. I know you know that. If you follow me for a little while, you know I had a boy's haircut, and that's the reason I did it. It's not because of the divorce, but because I was trying to cut all the receptors that were damaged so I can perceive the world correctly, because I was so misaligned and so polluted, so to speak, that I knew that I had to change something within my own self to perceive the world the way it is, because I trusted that the world is beautiful and that I see it a certain way only because of my personal issues. So I decided to take every step. Now, fast forward to all of that clarity coming from my personal decision to become clear on every level, and this continues, right? So I've already purified my life as much as I could, and still things keep coming into your life, and you keep trying new things, like experimenting with one's diet. And lately, well, again, if you follow me, you know that I went to a dentist who damaged my teeth really badly, and they told me that they pretended like they didn't do it. So they said that nothing is there. But for about a month, maybe a little over a month, I couldn't bite on any side of my teeth. So I started juicing, because that's the only type of food that I could consume. And while juicing, I realized that, oh my God, universe did have another surprise for me, because I kept receiving this message from inside of my head that I need to, especially for the summertime, that I need to eat healthier, lighter foods, and that way my thoughts will be lighter, my messages, I will receive them and process them easier. And I did not particularly listen to that message, because I thought, oh well, I'm so good with everything, I don't do anything bad. Let me have, an occasional, well, not occasional, but let me have lots of chocolate and lots of bulichki, is like baked goods. So I did not listen to the message, and then that thing happened with my teeth. So in my world, they're all connected. I don't know how anybody else would see it, but I see that as the universe kind of coming in and saying, hey, you're not going to do it your way. We're going to help you do it. And I ended up being unable to chew any of my favorite baked goods and chocolates. And I ended up having to juice. And like sometime into juicing, probably 2 weeks into juicing, I also was kind of forced into juice only carrot juice for a little while, so a single ingredient juicing. And guys, I kid you not, I felt so amazing. And I'm not promoting this for anybody, by the way. It's such a personal thing. You will absolutely know when something is right for you, when you're clear, your intuition is on point, and you trust the guidance. Sometimes you don't listen, but you always trust. So it's very individual. Only your inner self will guide you through the outer world, through the outer manifestation as to what is right for you at the point of your journey. So I'm just sharing mine. And so when I was carrot juicing, I felt absolutely amazing, single ingredient, and nothing that I had to, not much that I had to digest. The amount of energy, the amount of clarity, I was bouncing off the walls. I was so energized, clear, happy, and I thought I could keep that up, but life does happen. And I took my children on a vacation for several weeks on my own, and when I'm with my children, I'm 100% in, and I don't usually have time to look after myself too much. So I tried to juice, but also I was exerting so much energy on taking care of the kids and creating all these fun experiences for them, like biking and going onto the boats and hiking and everything that, the first one to wake up, the last one to go to sleep. exhausted, fully exhausted, that I still managed to, well, I just didn't still manage, but I managed to change my diet again and go back to hard foods and sweets, even though I can only chew them on one side of my jaw, like far, far away. But, you know, right before going to sleep, I would sit there with the chocolate, like, oh, I did it, everything is fine. And I had a wonderful day and then pass out. I don't know why I do it, but I do it. And I know, like, just go to sleep, you know, you don't need to eat that chocolate or those chips, but I don't know, something so satisfying about that. So I came back to kind of my regular ways, and I've noticed right away that the messaging, the guidance kind of got distorted again. Not too much, but it's just not as much of it. It's not as magical as it was when I was on a single ingredient diet, on a single ingredient juicing fast. Let's put it that way. So while processing mushrooms and finishing up the video about the mushrooms, I also realized that, oh my God, well, first of all, I would like to gather more of my own food, right? And I think, like, forage, right? And then prepare it. And I think that that's kind of what the whole process of foraging is about, is kind of like collecting your own food, your own thoughts from the wild without them being processed prior for you, right? Like a system that's feeding you thoughts. This is kind of like going outside of that realm of thought that is, you know, prepackaged and ready for you to eat, and kind of hunting or gathering your own ideas and your own thoughts, and then processing them, these wild thoughts, these wild ideas, and digesting them, well, preparing them, then eating them and digesting them. And it's just an interesting thought that kind of came into my mind, an interesting insight. And also, while all of this is happening with these insights and me eating and you know, feeling so good on a single ingredient diet, I also realized that didn't the rabbi who wrote Zohar ate only figs or something like that in the cave? And now I completely understand why. It's because you choose one thought and you channel that one thought, and you can manifest that through eating a single food, right? I don't recommend that. This is just my play on my play with what's coming into me, what's coming into my awareness. I see how by having single ingredient diet, you can stay hyper focused on a single idea instead of losing your focus, losing your concentration, and hopping from one thing to the other, and then trying to somehow connect them all. This way, when you clean up your diet like that, I think it becomes totally feasible to start a project and then complete the project, right? Wasn't there something about Tesla, not Nikola, but the guy who made the car? Don't remember his name, but I don't watch much TV. But him and his brother, I believe, before they got successful, didn't they just get into an apartment and they were kind of eating only rice and beans for quite a while until they developed something? I think that kind of comes naturally, right? It's not because the circumstances are pushing you to that, which they are, but it's not out of lack. It's actually a thing that's going to propel you forward because you're not overwhelming your senses with spice and all these different ingredients. And your tummy is like your second brain, right? It doesn't have to process too much information. All right, I'm gonna stop right here because I don't want these videos to go over 15 minutes, and I'll be just posting little ones over and over again, more and more of them, and hopefully you will like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy. Love you. Bye.